Hello everyone, in the last video we saw how to implement many-to-one relationship in Odoo 18. In today's video we are going to see how we can implement many-to-many relationship in Odoo 18. But what is many-to-many relationship? In terms of SQL, let's say you have two tables, table A and table B. Now, if we implement many-to-one relationship, many-to-many relationship between these two tables, then each record in table A can be associated with multiple records in table B, and each record in table B can be associated with multiple records in table A. Now, let's start implementing this many-to-many relationship in our Odoo 18. For that, I will create a new model named student subject class student subject, which will inherit models.model. It will have a name, a technical name, student.subject, a description name called student subject, and it will have two fields, a name, which will be a character type of fields. I will pass the string as name, and another field will be there which is code fields dot, it will be also a character type of field, string will be code. So that's it, we have created our student.subject module. Now let's create the list and review for this model. So let's add some comments first. List view of student.subject, start the comment and end the comment. Let's promote a little bit. I'll just copy the code from the previous lecture, which is of a student.class model. So this is the form view and this was the list view. So I'll copy this first and update the necessary code there. Now, in the place of class, it will be subject, and everything else will be the same. Subject, student dot subject, and the name field will be there. And now the form view. Now again, I will copy the code from the previous lecture and update the necessary code there. Form view of student.subject, this will be subject instead of class, subject, this will also be subject, name, and another field will be added here which is code. Form view of student.subject. Well, so the list and form view are prepared here. Now I will add the action. So again, copy from the previous lecture and paste here. Instead of class, in the place of class, I'll add subject. In the place of class, it will be subject. It will be subjects instead of classes. The model name will be student.subject instead of student.class. And everything else is fine. Now add the security rules here. Access right. Copy from the previous code and simply update the necessary code. Like instead of class, in the place of class, we will be adding subject subject, and then subject. Well, now add a view menu. So well, copy from the previous code, subject, sorry, student subject menu. It will be subjects, sequence will be to, parent ID would be the same here, student root menu, and the action will be a student subject action. So copy this and paste it here. Now we are completely ready. Now we will connect these two models, student.subject and student.student, using many-to-many relationship. We will implement the many-to-many relationship between these two models. So let's add a field here, subject underscore IDs. See here carefully, I have named the field as a subject underscore IDs, just plural form. Why? This is just a convention. When we basically implement many-to-many relationships, that then we kind of have more than one values in that particular field. So for that, we basically conventionally add this name like IDs. Now add the many-to-many relationship, and to add many-to-many relationship, we have a special field named many-to-many relationship. Well, and with which model we are going to implement this many-to-many relationship? This is student.subject. So we have to mention that here, and we have to pass a string value. So I will let's add this as subjects. So the relationship is done. Now let's reload our server and upgrade our module. Let's see if we encounter any errors or not. I think everything is fine, but let's see what happens. Well, we got a new menu named subjects. So I think everything is fine. Let's create a subject like English, and the code will be eng-on1. Let's save it. Yeah, everything is working perfectly fine. So now go to our student menu and see if we have a field named subject underscore IDs or subjects. No, we don't have any fields like that because we didn't add this field into the form view of our student model. So go to the form field of the student model, which is this, and after the class ID, let's add subject IDs. Now let's refresh the page to see if the field is added or not. Yes, now we have that field. Now we can add like different subjects from here. So we have created a subject named English a little ago. So when you click on this add a line, we are getting a kind of menu kind of thing. So we can select multiple records from here. So the from here we can understand that the difference between many-to-one and many-to-many is in the case of many-to-one, we can select only one value, but in terms of many-to-many relationship, we can select more than one value, one or more than one record. So select this and save it. So let's create another subject here like math, and the code will be math on. Let's save it and go to the student record, which is IAT, and add another line, and that's math. So now we can save it. So this is done. We have successfully implemented the many-to-many relationship between the student.subject model and our student.student model. But this is not that beautiful to see. We can beautify this thing using a single widget into this subject underscore IDs field. So go to the views.xml and go to the form view of a student.student model, and in this field we can add a widget, a special built-in widget, which is many to many underscore tags. And if we save this and refresh the page, then let's see what happens. It should beautify that whole thing. Yes, now we are getting kind of badge kind of thing. So this is far beautiful than before. So that's it for today, and I will see you in the next video.